is my command. It's whatever you want. Just say the word and you won't have to look no further. Let the music play. Put it on repeat and delay. Can't believe I'm calling your name. So caught up in your love, and that's why it's not my fault. I just can't control it. Can't do nothing about it. Missing my knees. Whatever you're doing, put it on repeat. 'Cause I love it. I do it. Do someone everything that I feel. Questions, my love is all yours. Oh yeah, yeah. 'Cause I love it. I do it. I do someone more. Yeah, everything.
We got inside atlwebradio.com. We're showing true
No
inside
more
DJ
questions, my love is all
We got live
yours.
interview coming
Oh
your way.
yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
stay tuned. Keep it rocked right here, man. I got the creator of the that we've been rocking here.
I'm right on his tail. He's just east of
Just
Smith.
one moment, so stay tuned. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Tune in and be tuned.
I used to give a fuck, now I don't give a fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck, cause now I got a buck for every fuck that was ever given. Fuck. I used to give a fuck, now I don't give a fuck.
Fuck.
Cause now I got a buck for every fuck that was ever given.
Fuck.
Yeah. My cadence like the Blue Angels, my bars locked up like prison fables. Can't trust the bros cause can't kill Abel. Came out the room cold, fear gets strangled. Try to infiltrate cause we got it poppin'. Hate is like a stop sign but we ain't stopping. Uniform man like a solar eclipse. Yeah. My cadence like the Blue Angels, my bars locked up like prison fables. Can't trust the bros cause can't kill Abel. Came out the womb cold, fair gets strangled. Trying to infiltrate cause we got it poppin'. Haters like a stop sign but we ain't stopping. Came through top speed then one shopping. Uniform man like a solar eclipse, but we won't slip. War chest got a script, bars got handle. Bicycle grips at the crossroads, swerving potholes. Couple shots go, then we lay low, then repeat those. What a combo, what a combat, what the contest for the slide black aftermath like a Mac 10. Transform like I'm Ben 10 on my knees saying amen, yeah. Sending hits in a co-op as I jam to my beatbox. Cowboy in a gun game, bars in a gun frame. Then a bang bang, link with the gang. First blood in a CN game, backstab but I bleed ice. Lots of ice like the ice and I reach heights. Try to study me like the astronomers, cause my bars going down on thermometers. These rappers try to rap like speed monitors. These rappers try to rap like speed monitors. Fuck, yeah.
atlwebradio.com. Yours truly, Cyber DJ CK in the building on another Saturday night. Saturday night heat going down in just a little while, but we pre-gaming right now, and I got the perfect artist checking in live with us tonight for the pre-game. He goes by the name of Cameen, and I want to introduce him to y'all tonight, man. He has some very, very, very awesome music, and we're going to get an opportunity to check him out. Cameen, what's going on tonight, my brother?
Peace and light, my man. How are you?
All right, man. Am I pronouncing that correct?
Yes, it's Cameen. Yes, you got it right.
Amen. So for the listeners and people out there checking us out live, man, that have never heard of you, don't have a clue, man, break us down, give us a full worldwide introduction.
Listen, I'm in the building, ATL Web Radio. First but not the last time, it's Cameen, R&B soul singer, songwriter, storyteller. I mean, I play with everything, but R&B soul's my thing. And anything you need to hear, Cameen.com. And I'm on all the social networks. All my social network is at Cameen23. So it's up all over the place. Music is joy to me. So understand that when you reach out, you keep it positive, keep it light, and it's always gonna be good. That's how it is with me.
Absolutely. So tell me about yourself as a R&B soul singer, man. How long have you been writing and singing, brother?
I've been music's kind of in the blood from a pup. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
I know the
I
feeling.
grew up. My mom's in the church, so you know how that goes. That runs down the line, and then. But I'm gonna say professionally though. I'm gonna say since like 2013, that's when I really started really doing it professionally and looking to plug in with certain places, if you will. And my main goal was kind of to get into like the sync licensing because I'm really big on like melodic structures and things of that nature. And I was always tempted to, kind of do the stories. And then I would see all these little things with like certain TV shows. And that was like my kind of like my goal to move in that direction.
Word. That's what's up, man. So, as an R&B soul singer, the field has taken a dramatic change. A lot of the music coming on that level, man, is in a lot of people's minds it sounds to some degree dated, and I noticing a lot of brothers such as yourself that are bringing back that old feel, but with a new style, with a new pizzazz. Tell me about what went into you putting together "Let Me In," the new single.
Okay, well, "Let Me In" essentially has a Afrobeat style to it. It's R&B Afrobeat, if you will, and Afrobeat's been around for a long time. We all know this. It's just obviously pulling its weight now and making some good moves. And the kind of like the commencement of the track itself, I keep it a buck, man. I was shooting back into New York, and I just arrived to 8th Street, 34th and 8th. That's where like South Penn Station is. And
Yes, sir.
So I was actually going out there to do an audition for a couple. I started doing some acting.
Okay.
And so I got out there, I'm prepared, I'm suited up, right? And I promise you, man, I must have been smelling good because I had like that day I was walking from 34th Street to 42nd, and I was approached by at least 5 or 6 women, and I'm not lying. I'm not the guy to just talk reckless on that type of thing.
Word.
And I thought I was being punked, man.
You're like, where is this coming from? I know that's right, bro.
Man, listen, I was looking, I said, look, I was like, I got my brows done, I'm looking clean, my thing is all right, my gears, my drip is looking nice, and I promised you, no pause, like, and then I just reached like 42nd Street, and then a nice lady, she approached me and started speaking. She said, "Oh, do you know such and such, like an area or something?" I said, "Nah, I'm heading over this direction," and she said, "Yeah, I saw you over there, you talking to everybody out here, you look like what are you trying to be the mayor or something?" I said, "No," I said, "Honestly, they've just been approaching me and just giving me dialogue." And as if they weren't selling anything, but then they're saying, "Okay, cool, I've seen you around here a couple times," because that's usually the hub where I have to go ahead and bounce in to go ahead and start doing other business. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the whole thing was just, then after that, it became I kind of turned it into like the chase, because I'm meeting 5, 6, 7 women, and I'm saying they all have like different personalities and different things, and that's why I kind of added in like the signs. That was just for like flavoring. I don't know anything about the signs and stuff, but it was just something to keep cool, like, you understand?
Absolutely.
And then, like I said, with the same young lady that I met, it was one of those things where the game was on like a pursuit.
No doubt, man. And "Let Me In" is the byproduct of such. I dig the record, man. The record is
Thank you.
Really it's cut and to the point, but it's prolific in its own way as well, brother. And I like the way you put it together. Who produced this track?
I produced it with another gentleman. We kind of, what I do is I always kind of have my melody and everything structured already, and then that's when I really go into kind of adding all the accessories, if you will.
Absolutely. That's what's up, man. Well, you definitely did an excellent job with this "Let Me In" track, man. I definitely feel like it's going a long way. Tell me, man, as an artist in today's time, dealing with the mass production of music coming from everywhere, how do you stay competitive? How do you stay different and elite, Cameen?
Well, I think it's contingent on what you consider the competition. I mean, I see everything. I compete with myself, if you will. So, but I also, so I'm competing to make my music better and to deliver. I like to tell a story, so I want my story to be told. Maybe so I don't curse in any of my music, so that immediately makes me different.
Right, absolutely.
So, and even if I'm using I can use sexual innuendos, but not say da 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 da, right?
Right, absolutely.
So that makes me different. And sometimes, and I've heard certain people say, well, that's probably gonna not allow you to go over to the other side in a good way, and they get any more light, because you need to curse in your songs, and you need to make it say call women out their name in certain ways. And I said, well, yeah, that's not what my music does. And I do have some songs that are, listen, everybody's been hurt, so sometimes people want to say certain things in songs, but I also write vicariously through other situations, so they're not all detailed on me. So by doing that, it allows me, I take my experiences and certain other experiences to delve into the tracks and just attempt to make them better than the last one, if you will. And even if it's different, like Let Me In, to me, it's really basic, but it's a simple story to that people can relate to. I like to make sure you can really relate to the song in a sense, depending on what you need, where you need it at. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And you demonstrate that perfectly in this track. I want to know, as an R&B soul singer, how do you utilize the internet and social media when it comes to let's say popularizing your music?
As far as getting it to the masses?
Yeah, is that more of a hands-on thing for you, or do you kind of rely more for the different devices and systems that are at our disposal to handle those tasks for you?
Well, basically, what I do is for myself, because I do, like as you said, there are a lot of people doing their thing, which I applaud. You see, and the thing is, for me, I know that there's certain things that I may not be able to be part of all the time, depending on what's going on. So I've kind of set up a funnel for myself where if I have 100 people that follow me, in terms of I'm just going to use that as a number, 100 that support me. I don't like to say fans. I like to say they're supporters, you see? And I offer them certain packages, and so everybody likes something that's exclusive. That being said, if I have 100 people that are showing up to something that I'm doing, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be 200 there, because no one moves solo when it comes to events, right? So then by doing that, I switch. I don't look at the platforms. I don't necessarily look at the platforms like Spotify and the rest of those as something that's going to be huge for me, because I understand how the algorithm works and things of that nature. But I do utilize like Instagram and some of the other pieces in YouTube, and some of those pieces that people really go to and check. TikTok. People go through and they check those things because they're quick. They're right there. So I found that, like, after I do the analytics and things of that nature, I found that I'm working better that way. So, and I do know my demographics. So by knowing where my demographics are with my kind of following, I say, well, what I'm doing here in terms of providing them with X, Y, and Z, I'm letting them know. I send them messages to their phone. I send them emails. And the only next best thing is if you see them person to person. So I'll if I'm gonna be in, say, Boston, I'm gonna say, I let people know that are in that area. I'm gonna be out in this area, and I make sure that they have a reason to come there. Those 100 people, if you will, they're gonna receive certain things. And if they're bringing people, the adage is they're gonna also want to be, the people that come there are gonna want to be involved with what's going on. So they're gonna want something as well. So I'm gonna bring, like, I just finished putting my packages together, because I do a lot of with charity and things that like St. Jude and breast prostate cancer and a couple other things. So when I'm setting packages together for my breast cancer thing, I already have that. I'm pushing 100 hoodies. I'd rather push 100 hoodies at $40 a pop than to rely on doing a Spotify campaign, because I know it's not going to net me any bread.
Absolutely. So I like that. So basically what you're saying, that and it's something I actually have said time and time again, that your real approach, real reaction, real opportunity to enter integrate with your supporters works better for you than seeking out different devices and systems online to, like you said, do the work for you. I think so too, man. I think it creates a very when people do that, I think it creates a very unpersonal approach to reaching out to the people that, like you said, man, support you. You know, and
Yeah. I think if see the thing is though, when you get to a certain level though, you can't always. And I understand this. When you get to a certain level, you can't always connect with your supporters the way I'm an independent, so I'm not. There's certain levels to the game. We all understand this. So, but there's certain things at certain times that those people who are say, look, as if we're gonna compare, that are already maybe signed or on or have a certain system in place, they can't really set with their people directly. But I've seen a lot of them do it though, and it's exciting to see. But so at the same time, it's applicable to that type of thing is applicable to me moving in a similar direction, but then adding a few extra things, so it brings more light to what I'm doing, and then it allows the masses who are supporters to say, okay, cool, I know this, I expect this, and this,
right.
and it makes it more exciting, like that type of deal.
Right, absolutely, man. It's beautiful being able to talk to somebody that can truly go back and forth about some of these things, and I knew just from some of the research I had done on you, visiting the website and such, man, that you were well put together when it came to the business aspect of music, and I think that's another very important dynamic that has to be addressed in this day and time when it comes to being an independent, not only artist but just entrepreneur as a whole.
Sure.
Being well aware of the business that you're in, knowing how you're going to make money from investing your money.
Right.
Because a lot of cats, man, they get in the business and they get started throwing good money after bad and vice versa. And truth be told, without any plan or any expectation as to what each notch is going to deliver for you, you really kind of riding by the seat of your pants.
Sure.
So, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I'm wide open.
Oh, no. Yeah. No, I was gonna say I agree with that assessment, and additionally, sometimes I believe that sometimes I'll go certain places. I always have USB drives on me because I may be able to see if I can get a DJ to entertain a DJ with what I have. But people still they drive. People are always driving. You give them that's something that everyone's not gonna receive. So I hit them with the USB, and they still have something on them. Yeah, you may go have your phone on you, but maybe in the car you may decide you want to go ahead and just drop this in. And so allowing people to have the masses to have a little something extra. That's a good time for them to have options, if you will.
Absolutely, man. So, would you say that this is a feel-good dance floor tune?
Excuse me, one more time, please.
I said, would you say that this is a feel-good dance floor tune? Let me in.
Yeah, it's feel good. It's feel good, and it's just it's easy vibe.
And it's
you understand?
I was gonna say it's definitely up tempo enough to actually catch a dance floor. I mean, a mellow groove on the floor would feel this record excellently, man. I think.
Well, what's interesting about that is, so in experimenting, we sped it up just a minimum amount. We sped it up just to see what it would do, and I'm putting it on like a different type of track just to see. Because I wanted to, just as kind of like a remix, if you will. But I didn't have to. So once we sped it up, it really became almost a real dance track. So if a DJ decided to speed it up minimal, they would hear it becomes a dance track, and it's kind of if he goes a little faster, it's like a minimum left right, if you will, and it becomes that house song.
Absolutely, especially with Afro beats. You're definitely right.
Yeah, so that's kind of exciting in itself, because it then gives the masses, I heard it like this, but wow, what I have right here, what I heard on that last piece, that gave me a different energy. And good energy is what it's all about. And I'm all about like feel good music. So it's kind of, it's strong when you see the masses like adapting to what's going on and digging what you do. I'm very aware everyone's not going to like everything you do. Right. You understand? Right. But a vibe is a vibe because everyone can't dance. That's right. And some people that just listen to the beat, and then there are people who can rock like that, and so then they listen to the words, so they like that with the stories, the story that's being played out. Absolutely. So again, it gives them an opportunity to get a visual.
Absolutely. Brother, it has been my pleasure to sit here and rap with you, man.
Yes.
We could go all night just just hearing what you're saying, man. I got two more things I want to ask you before we get ready to drop the record, though. First off, man, any motivation, any inspiration to other independent artists out there that are looking to better themselves and truly embrace the movement that they're involved in?
I think that there are certain characteristics that you have to have in terms of the game and in life in general, but in the game, because you can't quit, but you have to be fearless. And it's like a sandwich to me. Fearless is the top, disciplined is the bottom, but in the middle you have to be accountable, you have to be proactive, and you have to be dedicated. But the main thing is you have to be disciplined, because we're not going to always be inspired or motivated.
Right.
And at the same time, you have to be careful of who you allow to validate your move, because everyone's not going to see your vision and everyone's not going to see your perspective, but you have to be confident in what you're doing. Understand and know if it's in your gut and you really know that that's the direction, go with it. Don't be afraid to fail. Because failure is really not failing, it's really learning. And it's giving yourself another opportunity to really win.
Yes, sir. Man, if y'all can't take that information and win with it, I don't know what to tell you. My brother Cameen, the pleasure has been all mine. Before we drop this record on them, man, tell everybody how they can go fan, and follow you, as well as stream your music and check it out on YouTube too.
Well, first and foremost, you can go to Cameen.com, learn a little bit about me, bunch of things going on. I'm on all the streaming networks, social media, at Cameen23, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. It's all at Cameen23. If you want to call me, 603, we'll have to work on that one. You can email me if you want. CKC Entertainment Group, LLC @gmail.com. All contact I invite, but you got to keep it positive and keep it light, and I want everybody to win. So I hope you reciprocate that same sentiment.
Absolutely. Peace and light, as you tell me, my brother. Blessings always, man. And without any further ado, if you would please introduce your brand new single to the world.
Peace and light, everybody. New single, Let Me In. Ladies, don't miss out on your blessing.
Amen. You heard it here first. It's yours truly, the Cyber DJ, the CK, with my main man, Cameen, man. atlwebradio.com. Tune in or be tuned out.
To the city, 34th and 8th. She's looking so pretty. She's sliding my way. The vibe is so strong. Yeah, I'm down to play. She said, boy, come catch me if you wanna take.